I have all the.
This is you're putting this on me? Welcome to the post NFL draft off the rails show. We're joined by me, Ben. We got Tom, we got Molly, we got William. Unfortunately. Let's kick it off.
And then we don't have the other William because he's got a cold. He's coughing too much.
Apparently.
He's a beta male.
All right,
go ahead.
That's all.
Let's talk about, because we talked about the draft before it came on and what we thought was going to happen. Now the draft has happened. And how do we feel about it? Who do we feel help themselves?
I made one prediction.
What was that?
One prediction. The Packers would not draft a wide receiver in the first round. And they did not.
They did not. They tried to.
Did they draft one, though?
Yeah. Like 4 picks after the first round. But
isn't it true that the Vikings were going to trade them their pick at the end of the round, but they didn't want to give them that pick in the first round to give them an extra fifth-year option? Isn't that right?
I wasn't following it that closely.
Yeah.
But I will believe that's exactly right.
I don't think you trade inside your division anyway. Why would you do that unless they're offering you something you can't pass up? Well, why would you try to enhance another team in your division? To me, that sounds counterproductive, because you're going to have to see that player twice a year.
Yeah, but you're not giving up a player. You're giving up a pick. It's not that big a deal. If you're bettering your team. But yeah, I if that's true, I love that move on the Vikings part. It's like, yes, you can have Watson, but fucking not for that fifth-year option.
Okay.
Yeah, because that does make a difference if you draft it in the first round, that the team has the option to pick up the fifth year and to pay you a certain amount. They could either say yes or no. If you chose in the second round, it's probably a 4-year deal. So that's how that works.
So Tom, are you happy with the Packers receiving core? You're not even aren't you a Pats
Patriot fan?
Patriots,
yeah.
Okay.
But the Packers receiving core, I don't think they need one, as long as Rodgers shows up, and he developed pretty much Devontae Adams and Jordy Nelson working with them. If he went back to hey, everybody come to my house in California, we're running routes, he can develop pretty much anybody if he wants to. But is he the same guy who used to do that, run routes in the summertime with your shirt off in the beach with your guys? But he don't seem like he's that anymore.
Well, I also think he doesn't want to bring him in too close, because then they start feeling like family, and that's when you got to push him away again.
Okay. So where's the happy medium? It doesn't seem like he found it.
No.
Now he's all hands off, and if you're a rookie, he's not even throwing it to you anyway, so why do you care? Their last, 3 or 4 big name receivers all came out of the second round anyway. So
that's right.
That's one of those positions that lost stock in today's NFL. There are not as many first rounders anymore.
There was some great first rounders in the draft this year. Very talented wide receiver core. I understand what you're saying about Rodgers, and I can't disagree that he does lift everyone's game around him. Not only that, his escapability that gives him more time. He makes things happen with his feet. I think he's great. And I'm not a Packer fan, but I would love to have him on my team.
Yeah, that wasn't in dispute, I think. I think we're talking about the receiving core that the Packers have.
Because they got Watkins as their big receiver,
Watkins,
and he's on their
yeah.
first year. You don't even know the playbook yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are they keeping what's his face that just came back, Randall Cobb?
Does it
imagine so.
matter?
Yeah.
Does it matter though?
He can at least be a slot receiver that knows the playbook like a reliable guy.
Well, yeah, but he's getting a little long in the tooth these days, you know.
Well,
They picked him off the heap last year, and granted, he did a lot better. Oh, this is Will says Rodgers is a moody bitch. He's great, but still a moody bee.
He said
biatch. Thank you, Molly. Thank you. Don't you misquote my brother.
Biatch. I you know what? I think he is just demands he demands a lot from his players. He demands a lot from himself. And I think sometimes he does get a little emotional, but I don't think I don't think it gets out of hand. I don't see where his emotions has affected his game.
I don't know. He got his look. I don't feel like this. I feel like they got dismantled week 1 by the Saints. Saints had a good D, but it's like he wasn't ready. He came in not ready to play.
That was shocking to me.
Yeah,
because they completely dominated him.
He wasn't ready to go. So come on.
That's you have a point there. Yeah, good for the Saints.
Sure, it was good. It was good. Now, speaking of the Saints, are you happy with Jameis Winston? I mean, is he going to finally turn a corner? I don't think he's that guy.
I'm hopeful, and it's a 2-year deal, and they said he was looking good in off-season workouts, but then someone said yesterday he was limping. So I don't know. Colin Cowherd said that Baker Mayfield would be a good fit for New Orleans, but they don't have the money to pay for him. They don't have enough to pay him, and I think they're going to go. They're going to stick with what they, like Bum Phillips said, you dance with the one that brung you, and so they're going to stick with Jameis as long as he's healthy. And that's a big question mark, but he's got a lot of weapons now.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, come on. He's got Landry coming home. He's a third option at best. He's a slot receiver, but that Crystal Olave is going to be something.
It is a well-known fact that when receivers die in Cleveland, they research their career after Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland is a place everyone goes to die. What I
Let me
will
tell
say
you
is
something. That was a very expensive death. He got paid big time going to Cleveland.
And now he's going to research?
Well, I hope he does research. It's a 1-year, $6 million deal, I think, is what he got from the Saints.
No, you die legally in Cleveland, and then you get more money, and then you die finally, you get buried in Oakland. Or now Las Vegas, the Raiders. That's where receivers go.
I don't know who the fuck we're talking about.
Is that what you think that Devontae Adams is going to die in the Raiders? I think Devontae Adams is a cream of the crop. I don't care.
Jerry Rice is part of that mass grave of wide receivers over there.
I mean, look, he was 40 years old when he was playing with the Raiders, man. I mean, that doesn't
made
happen
him go
for a
there so
receiver.
he would retire.
Yeah, and he had some good seasons actually. He put up some numbers, man. I don't know, but so I would back to the. Did you quote Colin Cowherd? I mean, what?
I just saw the article where he said, "I found the perfect team
He said a
for
lot of
Baker
shit.
Mayfield to go to New Orleans," and then he showed side by side before Drew Brees went to New Orleans when he was with San Diego. They showed the stats between him and Baker Mayfield the same time frame, and it was almost identical. And they said New Orleans, with the good offensive line and the receivers and running back and the offense that they have, he would do well. I'm just telling you what Colin Cowherd said.
Well, they've had weapons in Cleveland. It hasn't served him very well. I think he's been hurt, but let's put that out there. Second, you had mentioned Jameis having all these weapons in New Orleans, but he had those weapons in Tampa, and he's still like a 28 touchdown, 28 interception guy, or maybe 30 interceptions, something like that. He was 8-8. And then he won the Super Bowl the year after he left.
Yards. I think he was 30-30. But I'll say this: that's when he was just tearing it up and just throwing the ball up. I mean, he's been coached into doing a good job. Before he got injured, he had very few interceptions. His touchdown to interception ratio in New Orleans was great, and he had no Michael Thomas.
Coached by who? You still don't have Michael Thomas. He's never going to play again. That man is never playing again. Yeah, I'm serious. Has he been on the field?
He's good now.
Okay, well, we'll see. I hope he is. He was a good player.
I do too.
He's put up some numbers. I think if he's healthy, he's good.
He's been healthy in 2 years. He set the NFL record for receptions before he got hurt. And he hasn't been an injury problem.
That's over.
That was just handled badly.
So he's fragile. He's fragile.
No, he's not fragile at all.
He hasn't played in 2 years on an ankle.
He's
like a Fabergé egg.
Yeah, he's very nice to look at, though. You were talking about Jameis getting good coaching, but wasn't that coach like Sean Payton? Isn't he gone?
Yeah, he got canceled.
His offensive coordinator is still there.
Who's that?
His name is escaping me right now.
I think we can turn the page on the Saints.
Will, can you help me with that? He's the quarterback coach, the offensive coordinator. Drew Brees isn't coming back for Whittrow. Scott's watching.
He come back, right? Wasn't there a rumor Drew Brees was coming back?
Yeah, I just think he was talking shit. I think he's still got shoulder surgery.
I don't even think he was talking shit. I think Stephen A. Smith said something and said, "Hey, you need to get Drew Brees on the phone right now and get his ass back to New Orleans." But it's like
Pete Carmichael's the offensive coordinator. There you go. Pete Carmichael.
That motherfucker ain't shit. I never heard of him. You don't remember him?
Come on, man. Well, it escaped me now. Caught me on the spot.
I smoked weed with Pete Carmichael outside of biology at UWM.
There's something about Ben saying that motherfucker ain't shit wearing that hat. It's just
what are you, some kind of Canadian? You should be talking about Canadian football. You're like one of those Canadian Mounties. Where did you get that hat? What lady store did you buy that hat, son?
It was a boutique in Milwaukee. You know that. I was looking for my sister-in-law for a hat. She said, "No, that's not her." I said, "Well, it's me. Fuck yeah, I'll wear this shit."
And I think Willa has worn it as well.
Look, stop bringing Lazard back. Lazard isn't shit, Scott.
Lazard.
He's awful.
Lazard, really? Come on, man. Lazard.
Is he a new wide receiver?
No, he's been with the Packers have been trying to develop him.
He's like a third or fourth receiver. He had a few big plays. He had a few big touchdowns last year, but he's not going to be a number one or a number two. He's a third at best.
Look, I don't know who he is, and if I don't know who he is.
If Maury doesn't know who he is, he can't be very much.
Look, you see what that says?
The draft queen.
The draft queen.
I thought that was a whole. My bad. I thought that was like a whole summer dress, no underwear type of thing. Now it makes sense. My mistake.
Oh my god, I didn't see that. It was kind of small. That's great. And what does yours say, Tom? It just says Tom. Yours doesn't have the draft queen. Tom's also a draft queen. He's a draft princess.
I'm the draft queef.
I added it for fun.
That's cute. All right, so what do we? I think the Saints have done a lot in the offseason, not only with the draft. They signed the Honey Badger. They got this safety from the Jets. So I think they're going to be set pretty good. They drafted some guys. They held on to some guys. The secondaries, that defense is going to be great, man. And I tell you that second year linebacker from Michigan was pretty doggone good last year, number 20. Let's discuss how poorly Washington will do, Will said. What are they, the Commanders?
The Commanders.
I prefer the team from Washington to Commanders. It just, I don't know, man. It bothers
Washington football team?
Yeah, the Washington football team. I kind of like that. I don't like Commanders.
Yeah.
Commanders.
No, it's awful. It's awful. I think that's the fucking owner is so cheap. All of the good names, the domains were taken. All you had to do was shell out a couple grand for a good fucking name.
What do you mean?
He just refused to do it. The Commanders wasn't taken. Let's fucking take that stupid shit. It's awful.
There's a reason. it wasn't
Maybe
taken.
trademarked or something.
For like www.commanders.com or something.
Shit like that. Exactly. He just didn't want to do any of that. And Commanders.
Daniel
is what you want.
Snyder.
Yeah, and the irony is he probably end up selling the team pretty soon. Once you fuck with other owners' money, that's when you're out. That's when you get out. Forget all the other sexual assault shit, all those other racy allegations. No one gives a shit about that. Unfortunately, it's you start fucking with billionaires' money. That's when they check you.
Well, that's another thing too that I'm hearing that. Oh, go Commanders, Erica.
Go
Shoemaker.
Commies.
Well, the thing is with Baker Mayfield, they're going to have to pay him a good amount of money, but they may actually need him because there's someone else who came forward against Deshaun Watson. There's a new allegation, and I don't know how long is he going to be suspended. I mean, what's his punishment going to be? What's Alvin Kamara's punishment going to be? We don't know any of that yet. You know, and the thing is somebody told me on Hulu that there was some kind of thing with the accusers for Deshaun Watson, but he said it might be Hulu Plus. I'm like, well, I'm not paying Hulu Plus to watch this shit. If it's regular Hulu, did you see it, Ben? Do you know anything about it?
Someone told you on Hulu Plus?
Yeah, it's on Hulu Plus. There's a show about all these people that are accusing him of all this sexual assault. You know, and you don't know that it's true. You know, like, yeah. I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. There's a lot of them, but, you know, there are a lot of women out there that, you know, looking for an easy chance to make a buck.
I've seen this Soledad O'Brien special on, what is it, Real Sports? I saw something like that.
Okay.
She was talking to an accuser, but I haven't heard about this Hulu thing.
Yeah, I'll try to check into it a little bit more. For it, but... So just go do a search on Hulu and see if it has anything to do with like just Deshaun Watson allegations, or see if there's some kind of documentary on it, because I'd be interested in seeing it unless I had to pay for the plus. And then
Real Sports.
I heard it was
someone was telling you. You heard. Come on, man.
Well, it's a very reliable source.
Who? Just give me a name.
It's my coworker.
No, it's not a reliable source. No. I'm sorry.
I've heard you talk about your coworkers.
You hate all those people.
You call me 5 times a week.
This is a new guy. He's great.
You're going to trust the fucking new guy?
Yeah.
The new guy, he's not even...
He's good.
He's not even family.
He's totally fucking with you.
He just had a baby. You know what they named the baby? Baker. Not after Baker Mayfield, he claims. I don't know. Seems a little fishy to me.
No shit. The new guy sucks. You can't trust this guy.
The new guy looks like Baker Mayfield.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Apparently, Will
doesn't
like
pay money for Hulu. Does anyone know? I'm going to do a search.
You know what? The new guy sells Hulu Plus on the side.
Right?
Is what
Probably.
he
gets a. Did he tell you to use his promo code?
Guys.
No, because I told him I'm not going to do it if it's Plus. He goes, I'm not. He said he saw it, but he's not sure if it's regular Hulu or Hulu Plus.
Yeah, wait. Tomorrow he's going to say just
use promo code. The new guy.
You'll get
Hey, someone asked me if I had Hulu, and I said, what? He said, do you have Hulu? I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, the streaming service, Hulu. And I said, you mean Hulu? He said, is that how you say it? I said, no, that's how the universe says it, dummy. It's Hulu.
You might have meant like ESPN Plus, though. Like, is that part of a bundle with the Hulu Plus?
No, Molly.
No, I'm tempted to text him right now. He's
on a rampage. Don't defend the guy. He's going on.
For me or my coworker?
So, who do we think is going to do really well this year based on the new picks that these teams have, the new lineups?
Well, the Jets probably did the best, right? Everybody agrees that.
Well, they had a very good draft, but they have a history of being losers, and it's going to take them a while to turn it around.
Who you got your eye on? Who you got your money on for?
Well,
teams.
Buffalo.
Well, of course. I mean, as Buffalo wouldn't be a bad choice, but the NFC is clearly stronger than the NFC. This season, it appears to be
like always.
Same
story. Always.
No, not always. Well, let's
The only time it wasn't was the first year when Brady went to the NFC. Then the NFC was stronger, won the Super Bowl. Then you count the 22 years Brady was in New England.
Made a lot of good. Look, they got that awesome wide receiver from the Chiefs. I mean, that guy is great. And then they got the left tackle from the Saints. If he's healthy, he's great, but he's not always healthy. They gave him a lot of money. They showed up that offensive line. They got Sony Michel. They have a few running backs, Mostert that they signed. And I think Miami is a dark horse, in my opinion, in the AFC.
So how do we measure that as a failure if they aren't? How many wins do they need to reach for you to be successful in that pick?
I would say 10.
So if they're less than 10 wins, we can fry you.
Yeah, you can fry me, but I would say or win their division, even if that's less. But
they're not winning that division.
New England and Buffalo and the Jets are supposed to be good too. It's going to be the toughest division.
I don't know why
the Jets will be better. They will not be good. The Jets, I don't think will be good. The Jets will not be 500, but I think they'll be better.
Not in that division, they won't be.
Yeah, I agree with Will. I don't think Tua. I think watching that, I know it was one clip, but that's the one they decided to post to social media. Tua throwing a deep ball to Tyreek Hill and having him stand there and wait. That was not good. That's a bad sign of things to come for
Molly. Do you have that clip ready to share us? Do you have that clip ready? The one he's talking about?
No, of course, it's not ready. I can find it, but
no.
Goodness.
I think the Browns all the way this year.
The Browns?
Yeah.
With Deshaun Watson? There is a lot of questions about whether
worst luck.
Yeah, they gave up over $230 million to this guy just to sign on the dotted line. What did he get? 60-something million just to put his name on the paper.
They fired.
You don't even know if he's going to play this year.
Yeah, they did. That's the curse.
The Browns fired Bill Belichick. They have everything.
And you know what else? Belichick, he spawned the Jets because he had accepted a job to coach the Jets.
Yep.
And then he backed out.
Yep.
Because he's like, I'm not. Oh, here we go. Is that the clip there?
What are you talking about?
Molly, he just put it in the chat. Can you bring that clip up?
I'll bring it up here. I got it. Share screen. We got a clip.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't see anything.
Everybody see it?
Yep.
Oh, man.
There's his long, deep ball.
You have to go in slow motion, too, to make it seem like it was a good throw.
He was like standing.
It's not good.
Hold on, let's get a pause. That's not how you run for a deep ball, but anyway.
Let me tell you something. I believe, Tua is coming back from a horrible, horrible injury. And I think things are going to come together for him this year. I think it looks like he's throwing with the wrong arm. Will said he's done.
He's done.
I don't agree with that.
Cut him up and use him for parts. He's done.
What kind of part would you take from Tua?
Me personally,
not the arm.
Let Molly take it.
Nice.
Take his Tua. And listen, I think they're giving up on Tua too quickly. They're putting them in position to win. They're putting him in position to win. I think he will.
I think they hate him and they're putting him in a position to get embarrassed on purpose.
Why?
I mean, look, I think they're not really all in on him, but they don't want to cut their losses so soon. So yeah, they're going all in. And if he shits the bed, look, we did everything we could.
That's it. Yeah.
So,
this is do or die season for Tua.
Yeah. No shit.
And it's going to be die.
Calling
it. The great prognosticator is calling it. Do or die season, die for Tua.
I don't.
He's done.
You are a division rival, so I think your opinion is colored somewhat by your Patriots fandom. But
I would love to go into New England and just beat the snot out of the Patriots.
He
I would
may
love
have
them
to
to get
leave.
swept.
1-16.
by Tua.
He's
Swept
going to
by
need
2 and
Tua.
15.
earplugs for how loud the ambulance is going to be carrying him out of there.
Well,
I really think Tua is going to show you something this year. That is my thing. Tua and the
He's
Dolphins
going
will
to show
win
us
10
a
games.
femur cracked in half. Is what
Tua,
he's gonna show.
and you know what? I have another one. You can call me a homer, but I think the Saints are going to win the NFC South, not the freaking Bucks, not Tom Brady.
Let's someone record that audio right there. We're gonna replay that.
It's
over and
recorded.
over again. Oh my god. That's okay. That's a bold prediction.
You're betting
Really?
against Tom
That's right.
Brady.
Yes, I'm betting against Tom Brady. Tom Brady in the regular season.
he came out of retirement for this.
I know, out of the quarterback for Tampa Bay, he's never beaten the Saints. 4 regular
Stop
season
it, Will.
games, he's gotten swept. He beat him in the playoffs, though.
Yeah,
But,
that's all that matters.
That's right. You can sweep
No,
them
but-
again if you want, but you're not going to win a division.
Tom Brady is going to feel his age this year. No Tom. Tom
I've been hearing
Brady.
that for a decade.
Tom Brady, he's done. He's done. He's 60 years old. I'm exaggerating. He's done. He should have never came back. Just like Clubber Lang said to Rocky, you should have never came back. And
Did you
that's what
see
they're
the
gonna
end
be-
of that?
You saw the end of that,
I know,
right?
but I'm
Did you
not
not
talking
watch
about
the end? I'm not talking about
Analogy.
he went on to make 2 more films and then several more after that.
Listen,
That was a bad choice.
listen. You should have never came back. Tom Brady. You guys say it like a Boston accent.
Don't-
Tom Brady. You
I actually
fucked-
showed Will
Don't
Rocky
say it like
3,
that.
and we actually laid bets.
Yeah, I thought Drago had it.
Dirty work?
I forgot.
Dirty work?
I forgot about Drago. I will destroy you. You will. When he did they hit the gloves. He
Break
goes,
you.
you will lose.
I must break you.
I must break you.
Tom, how do you feel about your Patriots team this year?
Ew.
I don't like the Bills. I think no matter what they do, they're not going to beat them. They're not good enough.
God, that quarterback for the Bills. Woo! That boy good. That boy
Josh
good.
Allen is good. And
Josh Allen is great. Josh Allen is great. He's better than this Alabama boy you got.
you know what I see? I see a Peyton Manning, Tom Brady relationship between Max and Josh Allen, but I don't see him being the Tom Brady in this situation. I see him being Peyton Manning and maybe getting one. You know, like a Drew Brees situation or Rodgers. I don't see him.
Hey, watch your mouth.
I feel like it's more like Mahomes and Josh Allen. I mean, I know you
Right
kind of
now?
want to throw him in the mix, your boy in the mix, but I don't
No,
know.
I'm saying if it happens now, I don't think Mahomes is going to be what he was without Tyreek Hill threat. We're going to see if he's any good this year. This is the
We'll
first year
see.
he's not
We'll-
completely
Can you
back.
imagine if Aaron Rodgers had Tyreek Hill? Woo! And Devontae? Woo!
I don't know how good Mahomes actually is. He's been on an all Madden team his whole career. Like he's been on a cheat team with that offense.
I'm going to tell you what. He's going to throw some more interceptions this season. That's another one. I am going to predict he will throw more interceptions than he ever has in a season. This season coming. I don't think Kansas City's going to be very good without Tyreek Hill.
I think they're going to force feed Kelsey a lot more, personally. But
Can he take it?
What do I know?
Can he take it though?
Travis Kelce, man, he's a great player, but I don't think he could be the centerpiece of your offense, a tight end.
Why the fuck can't he?
Yeah.
He
It's
could,
just-
but he's going to be getting hit differently. When you have to give Tyreek Hill the deep route every time, you're playing way off
Hey, Misty.
to open Kelsey up a
Hey,
lot
Missy.
more. Kelsey's not going to see a defense that he's seen before because
They
they're
got
not
no-
covering for
They got no
Tyreek Hill.
Sammy Watkins neither. Who do they
Sammy Watkins wasn't doing anything by the end
Who
of
do
his
they
career.
have? Who do they have though?
Well, I like the that second round pick they grabbed from where's he from? Who's the who's that wide receiver?
Runners up here.
Who's their wide receiver? Who did they pick in the second round?
Fuck.
I'll tell you who it wasn't. Chris Olave. They're comparing him to Marvin Harrison already.
Who's they?
People are talking.
People in New Orleans?
No, I've heard people talking.
Okay.
That's a safety. Who is?
It's who the
I
fuck
don't
is
see
it? Sky
anybody.
Moore. Sky Moore is
Okay.
very shifty, very quick. He's not
Very
gonna take the
quick.
top off like Tyreek Hill. I mean, that's just a freak athlete.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he might be able to show something.
Yeah,
Oh,
Missy,
wait,
this is
y'all
our
are talking football. This is a football
this is
show.
our
Missy.
draft wrap up special. The Krolowitz
Anybody else
takeover.
You
make
got to
Maybe,
explain the draft queen thing to her too, because she thinks it's a sundress, lack of underwear. That's like me. Just it's a draft
Just
for
a-
football drafts.
Molly,
skirt draft.
do you wear a sundress
No.
without any panties?
No, that's
I mean,
Well,
when I
yeah,
wear a
freezing thing.
sundress, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my! And I don't know if you've heard, but her boobies
Is there
are
any
bigger
other way
than
to wear a
me.
sundress?
What?
There's no other way to wear a sundress. That's,
With no underwears?
yeah, it's
You
like
see
a
all the
kilt.
lines and
It's an
stuff?
unwritten
Come on,
rule.
man.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Who
Control
writes these
yourself.
rules?
This is the dude who
Yeah,
can tell
see?
you the best way to glue a mirror to your shoe, and he had no
Missy,
idea.
Missy
Can we get
agrees.
a hand check
Listen,
on
I
Woodrow?
would never, ever glue a mirror to my shoe to look up a girl's dress because my eyesight sucks. And that's the only reason why.
100% accurate.
You'd have to glue the mirror and the magnifying glass.
Yeah, I would have to have it really close. That's really, we get into a weird area here.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like you delve in there every week. What are you talking about?
Hey, what are you going to do? What's the difference?
going?
Yeah, he's there.
Come on, Will.
He's just revealing it.
I didn't realize it, but I am a creepy old man now, and it just snuck up on me. I made a comment when somebody was doing a show, and and people. One of the guys said, "What are you, like 90? 90? Are you fucking kidding me? Should I not notice if women are attractive?"
But
I'm
just
not
think
supposed
about
to say-
this.
It's creepy.
Keep it in
I
your
give
head.
a woman a compliment that she looks good.
Yeah, probably the way you do it. Yeah.
What did I
Think about
do?
this, Will. You have been a creepy old man for a while.
And I didn't know
you
it.
didn't know it.
Nobody told me. Now
I tell you every time I see you.
Yeah, but
Amy,
you
I remember like 30 years ago. We'd be in the grocery store. A woman walks in, a heavily chested woman, and it's, hey, titties. Just like, whoa, chill, bro. Everyone can hear you. I saw it. Okay, thank you.
I'm not good at whispering titties.
Tom can't whisper either.
No, I get excited
So wait.
too.
We don't have everyone here from our first one, but Will is in the comments. Do we know who won our draft pick? We made some picks. Who was the most
didn't-
accurate? Did we look over that?
I think
No,
we
did you?
debased ourselves. I don't think there was any
I'm
winners.
1-for-1, so I'm unbeatable.
You
So
said that they
I-
weren't going to draft a wide
And they
receiver in the draft. Well, I'll have to
Any other
rewatch it.
predictions?
I should have probably done that. Rewatched it to see. But look, that's
you
a Saints
should've.
fan there, baby. That's for real. Where's your Patriots logo? What you got, Tommy? You got one of these? You got one of
In his
these?
heart. He remembers who his team is. He doesn't have to look.
His
Yeah,
shirts
yeah,
are both
yeah.
already taken.
So
Dude,
the world
You'll
knows.
let any company stamp you. You got Newport. You got the New Orleans Saint. What? You're like
Got
a
the
race car
Nikes.
driver
Got
for
the Nike logo.
Oh, he
advertising.
calls it
I thought it was the
Newport.
Nike swoosh,
It is. He calls it Newport.
the Newport.
It's the same
Yeah.
color as Newport.
It's true.
It's both. It's a twofer.
Yeah.
Well,
Why
maybe I
don't you
should
get
get.
advertising for this show. Why you stop
Yep.
getting it on your
I
body?
think
for
I
free?
mentioned Olave and Penning by name. I thought it was me. So I think the Krolowitzes, Will and I, we did mention those names.
The Krolowitzes, Will and you. So
Yep.
Ben doesn't
We're
count.
Saints fans. Well, Ben's a Cowboy fan. Like, he doesn't
Well,
go
tell
with
us about
us.
the Cowboys. That's a team people care about. How
Yeah,
they do
tell
in the
us
draft.
about the Cowboys because it's obviously, even if they suck, they talk about the Cowboys and the Giants all the time.
Did they talk about the Giants? I don't know.
Yes.
It's a New York team, I guess.
Hey,
I
it's
mean,
a
well,
New York
look, a
team.
lot of people like the Cowboys.
A lot of
You know,
people
it's
hate them. A
True.
lot of people
It's
hate
true.
them.
And, you know, a big reason is because so many of the fans are shitty fucking fans. They're just awful people. They don't pay attention to football at all. They have no idea what happens in the offseason. They just say the Cowboys are going to win, and they talk the biggest shit, and it's fucking annoying. I agree with that. They're fucking annoying fans. But
I
they're
don't
still not
hate
as
the
bad as like
Cowboys,
any
though.
fan from Philly.
I don't hate the Cowboys. You know why? Because I love my son, and I can't hate something that he loves. And that's how I feel. And also, growing up, the colors, an America's team, I mean, I never disliked them. I know most people I know that
I
are
don't know why the
Saints fans.
Patriots aren't
hate 'em.
America's team. I mean, I don't fucking
Well,
know. I
because
guess we'll go with
they're-
Cowboys.
I mean,
The
yeah,
year
he's
the
looked like that for
Cowboys were
years.
winning the Super Bowl, the Patriots are going 1-15 that year. So they're Johnny come latelys. Like back when Roger Staubach was taking the Cowboys and Tom Landry, that's fucking America's team, man. And the Patriots were, I think, the Boston Patriots then.
Who gives a shit? They have like 7 championships in the last 15 years. What are you talking about?
I know,
Yeah,
they're
they're
Johnny
America's
come
team.
latelys.
Who cares? They came a lot lately, though. They came a shit ton.
They came all over the NFL.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They were late bloomers, but they fucking bloomed, man.
And you know what? Tommy's bloom is about to go off.
I can
Tom
live in the
Brady-
past for the rest of my
Well,
life
you
now.
did.
I'm
Tom
fine.
Brady will not win another Super Bowl. Tom
Oh my
Brady
God,
will
you
not
waited till
win
he-
Interesting you say that you're
another-
fine, though. That's one
Listen.
thing I really annoyed me about Patriots fans before Brady left. It was like, oh, we didn't win it this year. God damn it. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is such bullshit. I go, fuck yourselves, guys. You guys really don't know what it's like to, especially young people. Like, they've
Right.
grown up only knowing winning. It's like, fuck
Right.
you guys, man. You guys really don't know.
No, I'm gonna be Uncle Rico, man. If it was 2001 again, they put
Did
in
you say
Brady
that
over
football?
Bledsoe. Like I'm fine. I got
Swear to God, we're gonna win
20
that
years of peaking in high school
championship.
to
Yeah.
live
Uncle
off of. We're
Rico.
good.
Can you throw that ball over that mountain, Uncle
Over
Rico?
them mountains,
God damn it.
quarter mile. Throw a pigskin a quarter mile.
Molly,
Easy.
can you throw a football?
I can throw one. Yeah, sure.
Can you catch?
Sometimes.
Do you throw
Yep.
like a girl?
Yes.
I mean, I am a girl. So by definition, yes.
Oh, bam.
Well said.
Don't go any further, Will.
So,
You're in
Molly,
a
who
wolf
is your
trap right
team?
now.
Who is your team?
Whatever
you
team
like?
you like, Tom.
Whatever time Tom likes. Whatever kind you like. That's it. Like,
I actually
don't you know
Where are
I'm
her
ride or
Patriot
die?
slippers?
Whatever
I do have
Tom likes.
Patriots. I mean, the
you like the
Packers will
Packers?
always have a place, but I've always kind of liked the Seahawks.
Of course, they'll always have a place. It's called Lambeau Field.
She likes lime
The
green. and everything.
Seahawks. The
was
uniforms
the
are pretty
Seahawks.
cool, though. I like the green and silver and blue. It's kind of a cool color.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's females for you, like in sports teams. It's the colors. It's the colors for me.
Well, I
pretty
mean, I've got to
flashy.
wear them. They've got to go with like my other outfits.
I will
with
give you
my
they're
eyes,
pretty
with my-
sharp, the Seahawks.
No, I don't disagree with you. I think my dad recently just said, growing up, America's team, those colors. they really
No,
pop."
you know, like
Well,
when
that's
you
what you
think
said.
about
It's okay.
the New York Yankees, that navy blue and the white and the pinstripe, that tradition that goes with that. I remember, let me tell you something. I remember about
Tradition.
Dallas before they would line up, they would be crouched down, and then all the offensive linemen would stand up and then get down in the crouch. Only the Cowboys would do that. I don't even know if it'd be a penalty for doing that now. They would all just kind of be down, and they would get up and then set and snap the ball. I'll have to see if I can find that to show you, because the Cowboys are the only team that did that.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
a false
interesting.
start.
I don't know.
Like a
Maybe
balk.
No,
at
they're
the
not
time
technically set.
it was they weren't technically set, but it was kind of cool. And look, man,
And then the
Starbucks,
first guy timed it, and then
it's
that
the
went out the
colors and
window
the
quick.
players.
Yeah, exactly right. Just bum rushed his ass.
I mean, the
Okay.
Seattle's had a good team too.
The Seattle's, both of
I
them.
don't like Pete. Pete
gonna say the
Carroll.
Seattle
I
Seahawks,
did. He
and
was
then I just
coach
went
of the
to Seattle.
Patriots.
I don't like Pete. Yeah, did he get fired? Wasn't he also the coach of the Jets?
Mhm.
Well, Belichick got fired too. Give me a fucking break.
Belichick
That's
got
why the
fired.
Browns have been
You
dog
know
shit
what,
since then.
Belichick?
And weren't
Yeah,
you just
he
saying
hurts
Jameis
them.
Winston was a late bloomer, and now you
Late bloomer is the number one pick in the draft. That's
he
not the
ain't done
late
shit
bloomer.
yet. He ain't done
Right.
shit.
He
Right.
threw for 5,000 yards. Tom Brady's never thrown for 5,000
He
yards.
doesn't have to, man. He's won
Tom
fucking
Brady.
8 Super
He's
Bowls.
in the
What are you talking
vet-
about?
Yeah, he's in the locker room during the middle of the third quarter. He doesn't have to. How's he going to throw for 5,000 yards when he's always dominating
He's not always behind trying to catch up. He's got to play to
with
that.
4 picks by halftime? Oh, I'll get him in the
Hey.
second half. Now I got to
Let me tell you
really
something.
light it.
Tom
thrill.
Brady's going to be throwing some picks this year. His
Although-
hand
I swear-
I'm telling you, it's not what it was, man. Tom
Yes, it
Brady
is.
he's eroding. He's a descending player. His best years are way behind him.
You sound like Max Kellerman 4 years ago. Like drove
Yeah.
off the cliff.
And then he had a Hall of
Yeah,
Fame
He's
career.
gonna be fine.
Tom
What
Brady,
I love though is listening to Jameis Winston in interviews. This man is hilarious. He's one of the
Yeah.
funniest men to ever walk this earth, and I don't even think he's trying to be funny. He's just fucking outrageously funny, man.
like what?
The kind of shit
For
he says.
example,
Oh my god! Like
I'll look
when they
him
were
up.
asking him about when he got hurt, he was like, "Man, I used to like be passionate about football, and then I realized when I got hurt, I'm passionate about playing football because I was watching it and I just didn't care enough. I cared about playing because I couldn't play." It was just like, "What? Yeah, that's true, man."
That
But
makes
the way
perfect
he
sense
says
to
it,
me.
he's just
Yeah.
very funny. I
yeah,
don't think he's trying to be funny.
I don't find him funny. I like him.
Yeah.
That's my quarterback.
All right. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You're never going to be an objective like observer. You just have
I
to.
can't.
Saints are going to beat Tom Brady. They're going to win the Super Bowl. Jameis Winston's the best quarterback ever.
I don't talk. Quit putting on the white guy voice.
Well, that's how you sound, man.
No,
You
but
don't
that's how I
rewatch the
feel.
shows.
That's
do
how
you
I
know?
feel. That's how I feel.
The white
I
guy.
do watch the shows. No, that's how I feel. I may be a homer. Okay, I never said I wasn't. I never said I was objective. I'm definitely not objective. I'm slanted towards the Saints. I bleed black and gold. That's the way it is. This is what I bring to the show. I'm not
Ew.
bringing home. You're supposed to be the sportscaster.
Ben had the same thought, like at the same time as me. Bring it down. Come on, man.
Okay.
It's okay.
Bring everybody in.
Will says Jameis is a world-class goofball, and I just
At
think it's
least-
funny that
And
he's
Will's not
choosing
saying that in
goofball.
a derogatory
He's a
manner either.
goofball.
Yeah, he's not saying it in a derogatory
You don't have
manner.
to believe
We
with
love him.
Jameis.
That's our guy. We have to ride or die with Jameis. And if
You don't
Jameis
have
gets
to.
hurt,
Jameis Winston,
Oh.
your
I mean, like,
season is going to be short.
yeah,
You
I'm
don't have
really
to
out of
watch
my
the
Baby
playoffs.
baby cakes.
Baby cake.
Of course, he's wearing baby cakes. Yes, he is. That's funny.
Okay.
That's the king cake one, right?
Yeah, really, baby
I
cake.
love that thing.
Look at it. It's an angry baby. The New Orleans baby cakes. That strikes
Well-
fear into the heart of opponents everywhere. I love a homer. What can I say?
All right. So, who are your Super Bowl favorites?
Okay. Besides the Saints,
Oh, it's going to be Tom Brady against Buffalo.
Tom Brady, just one guy.
Just Tom Brady.
I think Buffalo, they have a good chance, man.
it.
That quarterback is, hey, New
Tampa Bay
Orleans,
versus Buffalo.
New Orleans versus Buffalo is my prediction. The Saints versus Buffalo. Ben, what's your prediction?
I kind of like. I like the Bengals to come back.
Ooh.
Probably Tampa though. Yeah, Tampa and the Bengals.
What's so great about Tampa, man? They have a 46-year-old quarterback.
He's 45.
He's good. He's pretty good.
He
The
was
whole
good.
team is good. The whole team is good.
Eh,
We keep signing guys on 1-year deals. I mean, like the team is still rolling.
quietly, New Orleans has built a very good team. If Jameis holds up and he plays up to his potential, I'm telling you, man, Tom Brady is not winning that division. Tom Brady is
We're
not
bet
going to
something.
the Super Bowl. What?
We'll bet something. Tom Brady will come out on top of that division.
Tom Brady's days unfinished. I don't wish that he would get injured or anything like
No,
that.
he's fine.
But I just don't think he's going to be able to keep up what he's done in the past. Go ahead. What do you predict, Molly?
It's going to be the Browns versus the Seahawks.
Oh, I think the Seahawks.
That's worth $2 in Vegas. The
Man, if
odds
I
you'll
threw
get
that
on
bet down right now and I was right.
Look, if Deshaun can play, they could very well make it to the Super Bowl, but I don't know, man. Will says the Saints defense is good enough. I don't know.
Not to compete for a championship.
I don't think the defense has anything to do with Jameson being mediocre. I just think it's the way it's going to be.
Are you saying Jameis is mediocre?
Yeah.
Will said that.
Yeah, Will said that. I said agree. He said he's going to be mediocre.
I don't.
He also
think
said he's a goofball.
No, he said the defense is
World-class.
good enough that he can be mediocre.
And he will.
And they can.
And he
He
will
won't be. He won't be.
Okay.
All right.
I bet you
It's
Jameis,
okay.
if they're both healthy, has a better
Oh my God, you
better
can't
stats than your Mac Jones.
You can't take Mr. Glass and then say, well, if he doesn't break, well, he's known to break. He breaks a lot.
No, he doesn't
But if
break
he doesn't,
a lot.
well,
he
he
doesn't
probably
break a
will.
lot. He doesn't.
He breaks
broke
enough.
last season. He's still young. He's still healthy. I
All
believe
glued
in him.
together.
He's so angry.
You have to ride or die with him. You have to, though. That's what you said that.
Well, I'm
You can't be
showing
honest
Molly.
about it.
Molly, this is a ride or die.
I feel like you should
I didn't
probably
hear that much.
sit this one out.
Anger and like
Hey, here come the train. Woo, woo. Let's climb aboard the Saints Super Bowl train. Woo, woo.
I know.
We shall
We
see.
shall see. Yeah, I'm just not feeling that.
All right,
Shit.
so what are you feeling? Who's going to be in the
I agree with Missy. Take a beat. We don't want you stroking out. You got to be around for a few more years.
Where's
Just
Grandkids.
a couple.
You old? Bitch, you old too.
Man, no, she's not freaking out though. She's at
Yeah.
home
Yeah,
taking a
her
breath,
blood pressure.
he's
relaxing.
mellow.
Just have my heart checked out. I'm
No.
good.
Yeah, that didn't mean
I don't
put it
think
to
they
the
said
test.
you're good. They said you're not bad. That was a different thing.
Right. It was you're not dying immediately, not you're
Not
good.
bad is good. Look,
The
like I said, the
car
doctor said I
out of
got
the
a
shop.
25% chance to have a heart attack this year. And that
good.
means I got a 75% chance to not have a heart attack. I can live with that. Saints
I don't know if
gonna give
Erica's
me-
talking to Will or Ben, asking
What's
what's
in
in the
that
cup.
cup? Oh, this? Talking to me. Just Coke Zero. See, that's my Saints cup. I'm a homer. That's what I am. I will admit it readily. No, I'm not objective. This is my dream.
I would just like to retort, Missy. If you have an animation of your photo on social media, you're an old person. You're either a toddler or you're old, Missy. I'm sorry, Missy. That's not a real picture. That's a
You old
cartoon
in
picture.
the mud.
That means you're old.
Old in the mud. She got like 17 kids. 17. They unzipped and took the last few out. Just put a zipper in.
Her last one came out when she held in a sneeze. A kid came out.
She says she's a toddler. She picks toddler.
That's fair. I'll allow it.
No, we'll allow it. It was nice of her to check in. So, no, give me your pick. So she says the Browns and the Seahawks. Tommy says Buffalo and who?
Tampa Bay.
And I say New Orleans and Buffalo. But
said-
maybe go ahead, Ben.
No,
Ben said
I'm listening.
Cincinnati.
I already said
and-
Cincinnati and Tampa. I mean, that was a close.
Okay.
Tampa almost made it last year. I mean, they were right
There
there.
ain't
There'll be a
nobody.
lot of orange.
There
in
ain't
that
nobody.
Super
You don't remember
There
that
ain't
game?
nobody. There ain't nobody. Tampa can beat up on Atlanta. They could beat up on
They
Carolina.
beat up on you in the playoffs.
They beat us one time.
In the playoffs,
They
man.
went to the Super Bowl.
won.
This for some reason it's just like this circular argument. It just keeps reminding me of Coming to America. It was like Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
His mama called him Clay. I call him Clay. He only gonna be Clay to me.
Yeah, I think Will's probably right. The Rams are pretty good, and I think Buffalo was my favorite last year. They're probably put themselves over the top, but who knows?
No,
I can't believe you picked the Rams over the Saints. Come on, man. Speaking of Cooper Kupp, the Rams, you know Cooper Kupp?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was like one of the best players in the league. You know who his daddy was? I don't know. His grandpa was Jake Kupp, one of the original Saints, a guard for the New Orleans Saints. And I wanted him to come to New Orleans when he came out of college. But goddamn, they didn't draft him. He went in the 4th round to the Rams. I think it was 4th or 3rd. What was it?
I think it was like 2nd.
That was, maybe. But that was a damn good pick because and they need to get – did he sign a new contract? He got to get paid. It does my heart good to see him do well because I feel like, just like with the Mannings, I watch those kids grow up and play high school and college ball. They're like family to me. That's how much of a homer I am. Their dad was my hero, Archie Manning, and he suffered through some bad seasons.
Yeah.
And when I saw them do well, I felt like that was my family that was doing well. That's how I feel about that.
He loves white guy everybody. It's just hear everything. Josh Allen, oh my God, that boy good.
What about that white boy down in Carolina who's always hurt?
Woodrow.
Oh, McCaffrey? Yeah, I'm not drafting him in fantasy. I can't roll the dice on him.
But I tell you what, when he's healthy, man.
He's quick, man.
Who would you guys pick first in fantasy this year?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Now let me ask you. What is your theory on who are you going to pick first? Because it seems like even the good quarterbacks go late because people need to pick these running backs because you have a limited amount of starting running backs, and some teams don't have like a workhorse running back. They got a committee, and then you're not going to get a lot of fantasy points with them. You need to find that guy, that big workhouse guy that can get you those points. I say probably running back is what you want to look at first. But if you gotta, go ahead.
I mean, it's got to be Jonathan Taylor. I think he's got to be the favorite because of that running game that the Colts have. They got a great offensive line. I think Matt Ryan's going to run a run-heavy offense, and Taylor just dominated last year. So I think he's got to be the favorite number 1 pick.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think, Tom? Same thing? You know me, I'm a homer. But Alvin Kamara is probably going to get suspended for 6 games for his little trouble that he had at the Pro Bowl in Las Vegas. That goes to prove what goes on in Vegas.
Here's the thing.
Stay in Vegas.
Fans need to learn they can't talk shit to grown-ass athletes. If you talk shit to somebody, you can't hit me because you're going to get suspended. Well, I can still lay you the fuck out. I feel like the NFL should start taking that into consideration. These are grown-ass men trying to talk to a fucking lion like that. You're going to get their hand bit off.
All right, speaking of that, break. What about this running back for Minnesota?
Cook?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's a top 5 pick.
Top 5 for sure.
Yeah, if depends if everybody plays points per reception now, right?
Mm-hmm. At least half, right?
Yeah, especially in those leagues. Otherwise running back can be different depending on your league. But
are you in a league this year, Tommy?
No, I haven't. But
do we have space for him, Ben?
Delvin Cook, those are guys that'll catch 8 passes.
Maybe you know what? Maybe we'll do our own league and we'll invite some people to be in Ben. If we do a league with Tom and Molly, would you be interested?
Yeah, I'd do that.
And we get Will, and then we'll get some of our former guests to see if we'll put together a league.
There we go.
I think we should do that. This way we can go through it, maybe throw out a thing, and look, it'll be fun. And mine.
If I play, I let the birds do my picks for me. So.
What about Ball?
Come on, Molly, get serious. Take it serious.
I do.
Serious
I take it very seriously. We have to see if Lady is as good as Norris or Zim at picking my fantasy teams.
She's not going to be allowed.
She's not. We're not.
Thank you for being upfront and honest with us, Molly. You're out.
You're out.
You're out of here.
Okay.
You're out, Molly.
And you know
Unless
what?
we need
For
you,
more
hold on.
than just
Hold on, don't burn that
fantasy,
bridge
too.
yet.
You're out. You know, a
Yeah,
lot of things.
unless we need you. you
Still
said it
sitting
like
away.
you said it like Michael Corleone. You're out, Tom.
Vicky says, count me
Really?
in.
Vicky, count. All right, man.
Missy, too.
Missy, do you know about football?
Missy, I thought you didn't like football.
Well, maybe the two of you guys could have a team where y'all could co-own it.
She says she
But
lets
not
her
like that.
toddler pick.
Nope.
No,
and
no.
You and
Again,
Missy
you can't.
can go hang
Yeah,
out.
y'all, no, you're out. Oh, the both of you. You could start something with
I'll
y'all's
have my
little.
sister come in instead, and she'll
Oh!
dominate everyone.
Yeah, his sister
Oh.
knows some
She
shit.
says she does like football.
Oh God. Yeah, well, you're out anyway. It doesn't matter if you like it.
Yep,
You're out.
you're
The
out.
decision's been made. You shouldn't have said that. Now
Sorry,
that's it.
Missy. My
So
fault.
you should.
That's that.
But yeah, your sister would be a good choice.
I'll ask my
She's
sister
pretty
if she'd
good.
get into it too.
All right. So we'll put one together. We'll get a team together, man. That sounds great. And you know what? I'll get the guy next to me. He'll
My
do the
is
league
good
with
too.
us. Your mom's good? Oh man, we're putting it together.
If you're looking for women to join, my family, all the women in my family are
See,
pretty big on sports.
Except for Molly.
brother's wife just random and wins every year.
My mom
it's
is
a good
probably.
strategy.
Is there a basketball game on right now? I guarantee she's got money on it.
No,
Yeah, she
there
plays
is
DraftKings like
It's
crazy.
tomorrow.
USA soccer game though.
Oh,
And
all right.
Tom's sister will beat you all and make you cry because she's mean.
Nice. I dig that.
That's just real life. She's not talking about fantasy football.
Yeah, so we don't have to
Just
pay
use an
extra for
Amazon.
that, right? We could just.
No, she's an Amazon. That's standard. Don't
Sounds
wear
good.
red. If you hold still, she can't see you.
Yeah,
Sounds
we'll have to use her for sure. Yeah, I met her at Christmas time. She was cool. Her
Also
whole family
fantasy
was
football.
cool. Yeah. See, it'll be good for fantasy. Yeah. We're throwing together a team. We'll do that. Who's going to be the commissioner?
Not me.
We'll see if we can get Will to do it.
Yeah, he looks like he's got nothing better to do.
He's trustworthy.
Let's see that comment coming right up.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what he
You
gets
know,
for
Will,
being
Will,
sick
would you
on
be the nurse?
That's the penalty. He's
I'll
not
be
here
right
to say not it.
Will,
Yeah.
can you
What
be-
should we do?
Will's the
1, 2, 3,
commissioner.
not it.
Will's the
And even if
commissioner.
he says not it and we don't pull it up, it doesn't count.
That's a good point. I never saw it.
Never
Yep, you
saw
got to
it.
wrap up the show. Wrap up the show quick. Let them know.
All right. So Ben is calling the Bengals and who's your NFC pick?
Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers. And Tom,
The
Go ahead.
Buccaneers and the Bills.
you know, and you call yourself a fan, and you didn't even pick your own team. How dare you, man?
I'm
You-
a realist, man. I want them to be out. I want to not care about football for the rest of my life. I had enough football winning to last me 3 lifetimes. That's enough already.
It's enough already. That's my line.
It's enough already.
It's enough already. But yeah, and
With
I'm
the
going
Super
with the-
Bowl, you know how sick of Super Bowl food I got throwing Super Bowl parties? Ugh. There were times that we just said, no, not
Wait.
this year. Fuck it.
Too many wings. Too many
Well,
wings.
you just-
Oh my god. I
You
like
just skipped over my picks like they were not serious and didn't matter.
Molly is picking the Browns and the Seahawks. All right, so who's going to win between the Browns and the Seahawks?
Oh, the Browns.
All right, and Ben, who is going to win?
I think the Bengals.
And Tom, who do you
Bills.
think's going to win? And I think the Saints are going to beat the Bills. Who that? Who that
All
beat
right.
the Bills? Bill, you like you're wearing a Buffalo Bills hat or something like that. Is that
No,
Buffalo
he's-
Bill? It's
The
Buffalo
closer we
Bill.
get to football, the more
We're
it
not
looks
a
like a
lotion,
cowboy
so I
hat.
don't think so.
All right, well, look, thank you for taking time out of your busy day.
Thanks, guys.
Kids running around and, you know, and Tom,
Thanks,
are you
guys.
still shitting? How you doing? You good with that? Tom
Oh,
thinks
my-
he had
way
this
better.
salmonella. His mama was
did.
feeding him a big tub of that Skippy peanut butter that was
No, it
recalled.
was Jif.
Oh, Jif, I
Jif,
meant. That's what I meant.
yeah.
Choosy mothers choose Jif, and Tom's mother's choosy, and she just shoveled that stuff in, and he got the shits.
I
real
don't
bad.
notice my medicine in the peanut butter. So-
Thought that was appleseed.
He's a good boy.
He's a
He's a
good boy.
good boy.
He's a good boy.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not the only time I get peanut butter. So
Molly, did you get the shits too?
yeah, she did.
Well, that
You got the shits too from the peanut butter?
You gonna make her say it again?
Yeah.
Molly, say, did you get the peanut butter shits?
Stop it.
I hear a
Wait,
train.
I'm sorry. There's...
Yeah.
So, Tom, she did, huh?
Oh,
she
yeah.
had arrested you?
It was nuts.
Oh, she was painting the side of the wall.
Hey,
Oh, Mom,
hey.
you're gross. You're gross.
Hey,
You really
no
are.
one wants to hear anyone talk.
I didn't
about
shower
that,
for
and
3
Pete,
days
come
when
on.
she was done.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Molly. Oh, Molly.
That's
First
nasty.
she eats haggis,
Jesus.
and now this.
So
Oh, it's fun, y'all.
Cool.
But thanks for
thanks,
taking the time.
thanks for
Those are
ending
good.
this on an awesome note.
I'll cut that part out,
Good words in
Molly.
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good thing we're what? Oh, you mean the commissioner?
Yeah.
He said
Commissioner
good luck with all that.
Krolowitz.
He said good luck with all that.
He'll be a great commissioner. I
Of course.
believe in him.
Yeah,
I believe in
because
his
that's
leadership,
what he
and he'll lead us to freedom.
He
Guys.
will. He'll lead the Saints to the promised land. That's for sure.
Thank
With or
you so
without
much.
Jameis.
Thank you
Go
so
ahead.
much for doing this. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and joining in with us.
Having
we
some
got-
goofy fun.
We got a show, our show coming out on Friday, where we're not going to be doing the live ones except for special occasions.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, if you're good.
You're good.
Nice. Well, then I appreciate it. Thanks for hosting. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, man, anytime. That was fun. All right.
All
I
right.
don't think, it wasn't objective and it wasn't like
Wait.
very informative. I
Just
thought
end it,
you were-
man.
Just end it.